Hi Flosstube, Judy here from an Aussie and a Kiwi world for a Flosstube extra. I've just uploaded my Flosstube number 19, and as mentioned in that video, which you may or may not have watched just yet, I am going to go through all of my stash that I've got here. Now first of all, it's just this video is for patterns or kits that I've got. Some may be already kitted up or some may even be partially kitted with some fabric and no floss. I've just grabbed all of my tubs, and I'll put a photo up here to show you a picture of the tubs I'm about to go through, so you'll hopefully have an understanding of how long this video may take. I do apologise for the dogs. I've left the door open so that they could come freely in and out because my husband's in Australia and I don't want them to be locked outside the door. Murphy actually unfortunately gets anxiety. So it's Sunday the 4th of February and it is, I believe, maybe 6 o'clock, 6 p.m, maybe even 7 p.m. I'm not 100% sure. I put my Flosstube number 19 video up to upload earlier while I was having lunch, and ended up having a little bit of a snooze. Was supposed to be a little nap and ended up to be a big nap. So now I'm wide awake and I'll possibly be awake all night. So I thought I'll record this video, get as much as I can done, and I may split it if required. So okay, so all I'm going to do is I've got a tub on the right hand side of me here. I am just going to literally pull it out of the tub. There will be zippers, there will be crinkling and possibly noise from the dogs, so please bear with me. But if you're keen to actually see what I've got in my stash, then stick around, grab a coffee or two and see what I've got. So okay, 2 minutes into the video and I already had to pause. So okay, so as I mentioned, there will be some crinkling, there will be some noises as I go through the project. So the first project I've got, I purchased this on a D-stash. It is a Bent Creek special release and it is called Cabin in the Globe. Now this is just a nice little snow globe. See if I can get it to focus. It comes in this little vinyl bag. Oh, I think it's vinyl. One like you get from Amazon, and it's got the fabric, which is a nice it feels a bit like canvas actually, but a hard canvas. So just a piece of that. It comes with all the floss that's required, and it comes with the little beads and of course the pattern in there, but I won't show you that because that's all that's on the piece of paper. So that is the first one, Bent Creek. You are certainly in for a ride. There is a variety of, I have a variety of likes, and some of these things that I've had in this stash pile have been around for a very long time. I try to actually pass things on when I buy them, and I see something that I like that I find for someone else, or someone else likes that sort of thing, like owls or tigers or whatever, and I do find them on D-stashes. If they're at a reasonable price, I'm happy to buy it and then forward it on to someone that I know that will like it. So the unfortunate part is things change, like your taste changes over time, and I'm pretty sure you can relate with that. So what I used to like to stitch 20 years ago is not something that I like to stitch now. So some of these things have been around a little while, and then of course I've had new likes and new obsessions with things as time goes on. So the next thing that I've got here is two little kits called from Make It, I believe. The Magic Garden is the first one, and it just comes with all the floss and fabric and everything, and also another one called Owls and Apples. So next we have, now this stuff, the stash that I'm about to show you is not including the haul that I just showed in a video a few videos back. So these are all this is all stuff off the shelf. So those stuff that I'd actually showed you with the stash or the haul is still sitting in a box for me to actually go through and put into tubs. So okay, the next one is the Haunted the House from Bent Creek. This is just a cute little house that's got the 3 designs on it. So that's the first little design down the bottom, and then it comes with the Got Newt is the second one, and the third one is Creak and Squeak, which goes to the top with the ghosts. Now this comes with some little buttons and some press tabs to or they look like they're actually part of the bat, so they are little buttons as well, even though they look like press buttons. So that's from Bent Creek. Now I don't know whether some of these things are still available. I will try to tell you the designer and the name of the chart. If you are interested in any more details about them, please just take a note of the time on the video and send me a private message, either through Messenger on Facebook or through Instagram. I'm an Aussie in a Kiwi world there on Instagram as well. So just send me a timestamp of what is actually the name of the chart you'd like more information on, and I will provide that for you. There is way too much here for me to be able to list it in the description. So the next one is, I've got a bit of a liking for Santa Clauses lately, or Santas, and I found this Santa Claus design, which has got the fox and the deer and a little rabbit down the bottom, or a couple of little rabbits and a little bird. I just thought it was different, not the normal Santa Claus that we see. Now that is from Geeta's Designs for Cross Stitch and Petite Point. Now that's probably going to scare me if there's petite stitches in there, but never mind. A Nordic Santa it's called. Okay. Oops. So I just need to make sure that they're flat in the thing. So another Christmas design that I got that I thought was a little bit out of the ordinary was from Stardust, specially designed from artwork by El Catila. So this is called Snowbirds, and if I can try to get it up as close as I can without the glare. Santa Claus on some snow with a Christmas tree. It's got, looks like it's got his Christmas sack there, a couple of cardinals, and an ice lake behind him. This will be really cool to stitch. So that was just the pattern. This is like going shopping all over again, like seeing things that I haven't, sorry, nearly fell off my chair. Seeing things that I haven't seen for a long time, so it's actually really cool to go through this design. Now in my video that I just posted this afternoon, I mentioned that I was going to actually put them in 2 piles, one that I was going to actually keep to stitch and one that I was going to sell. Now I'm not going to actually do that just yet. I will do that off camera and try so that I can make sure that I can get it put into tubs and things like that, but also so that I don't have people calling or messaging me to say, can I please have that in front of anybody else that's got the opportunity of wanting it either. So I'm just going to go through everything and put it in the same box, and then I will later on go through and split it up ready for the sale page. Okay, this one is a Brita Cup design. It's by Michelle M. Lash. It's called a Frosty Hug. This is a couple of snowmen, and it says, a frosty hug warms the heart. It's pretty cute. This is a Dimensions kit. Now I purchased this from a D-Stash. It is brand new. Doesn't look like it's been shoved in a box or anything. It's just looks like it's just come off the shelf. And it's called Seaside Treasures by James Hemsworth. Now I stitched a beach sign, a dimensions one a little while ago. I think, or was it Janelin? Maybe it might have been Janelin chart design, and it was on the sand where you see a lady and a man's feet, and I was able to actually stitch it with Craig and Judy on it. It is a you can design it with your names, so I'm trying to actually do some designs that are going to be very similar with the seaside, because Craig and I got married on the beach, to be able to stitch and frame near it. So, and it's got a nice little lighthouse at the top there, which is lovely. A Christmas rules chart. Now I'm just starting the hives rules chart in this year's projects, so this will possibly be a next year project. But it says Christmas rules: deck the halls, drink hot chocolate, hang your stocking, build a snowman, spread joy, go sledding, and believe. And that is this. I'll just see if I can remove the glare. Sorry about the glare. It's called Christmas Rules, and it is designed by Lindsay Waite from Primrose Cottage Stitches. The Prairie Schooler. Now, I believe it was Laura from I Stitch Birds who showed, no it wasn't, sorry, my apologies. It was Laura from Stitching by the Shore. She had actually started stitching this and I fell in love with it, so I had to actually hunt it down to try to purchase it. And that is the Prairie Schooler Christmas Tree Farm, which is this one. If you haven't actually seen this stitched, pop over to Laura's channel. I'm sorry I can't tell you which video it is that she has, but she's done it on. But it's I'm sure you'll be able to message her and she'll be able to provide you with some details or show you some photos. So Waxing Moon Designs Winter Sampler. It is a snowman and an alphabet. So I just said in my last video, number 19, that I don't like samplers. I've probably meant that in a way that I don't like the really big samplers that have got all the motifs, and they've got like the olden ones where people restitch it from the 1820 or whatever. So that's not my cup of tea to stitch. Like I said in my last video, I love watching people and them stitching it, like Narissa's Lifestyle. She has some amazing samplers that she's stitching and all over her walls and things like that. If you haven't watched her, jump over and see her. She's very much like Laura and Brenda. But I personally am not a fan of doing those kind of samplers, but the samplers that have like an alphabet in it like this, I do actually enjoy. So just to clarify that. Another Waxing Moon design, which is in the same bag, Simply Snow Days, and it is just a couple of snowmen with the word snowman, or snow days, sorry. These are Blue Ribbon Designs, and they're originally charted needlework designs by Belinda Carls Nace. So this is gorgeous. It's called Winter White Woodland. Now these can be all stitched separately, as you can see in these little pillows, or you can stitch it in a row. So I like to have all my things together, so I'm going to stitch this as one piece. That's really cute. The next one from Blue Ribbon Designs is Peppermint Twist. So again, you can do these in all different kind of little pillows or partly in a frame, but I'm going to stitch it as the main piece. Blue Ribbon Designs again. This is a winter sampler and needlework smalls, so similar to the last one or the last couple. You can do them in pillows, but I am again going to stitch it as a whole picture. I actually think our stitches are, we do dream quite easy because we buy all these patterns and our stash increases and increases, thinking that we're going to actually be able to stitch these in our lifetime. And unless you're actually just been born last year and you've got 80 years ahead of you, there's probably a really big chance that you won't be able to stitch them in your lifetime. So I'm hopeful that I can get as many as I can stitched within my lifetime, and I'm actually really happy to know that what I don't stitch will get passed on to someone that does stitch, or to the embroidery guild, or wherever it goes after I pass, so someone else can enjoy it going forward. So stitching will last forever as long as we keep it going. So this is a Bent Creek 12 Days of Christmas, and this has got the Christmas stocking, or you can stitch it just as a framed piece like this. It's actually really cute. So that chart actually has both of those designs. The next one is the Prairie Schooler, book number 144. It's called A Farmer's Almanac. It's just a picture of a farmer with a house and a barn, some horses and cows. It's got the sun and the moon. And it says 30 days has September, April, June and November. 31 the other dates excepting February 28. But in leap year we assign February 29, which is this year. So this is a good stitch to do for a leap year. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't actually know that saying, so I think it's sort of gone by the wayside, and you sort of lose it if you don't use it. The next one is a Bacilla, I think that's how you pronounce it, counted cross stitch, and it's called Tiny Stocking Ornaments. Now this comes with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 designs, and it comes with all the fabric, the felt for the back, the Ada, and obviously all the floss. So it's going to be fun. Across My Heart, Smoky Mountains Christmas. Another design here that's got an out of the ordinary Santa Claus. Now someone is actually stitching this, a floss tuber that's actually stitching it, and I'm sorry but I can't remember who that was, but they definitely enabled me to buy this chart. So if it's you that's actually stitching it, please drop a message down below to let me know so I can actually thank you personally, because this is amazing. A Craft Co design which is called Counting Mice Blue, and it is just a 1 to 0 design that's got nice little cute mice on it. Thought that might be cute for a baby's room. And that comes as a kit with the fabric and the floss. I always get these patterns thinking, oh yeah, I'll do that and I'll gift it to someone as a stitched piece. As you can see, it's still sitting in my stash. The next one is a Kangaroo's ABC. Now I thought this was actually really cute because the letters are not actually really huge. They've probably got a good 50 or 60 stitches in each, but it's just a little bit different. It's got some kangaroos on there. Really cute. And the letters themselves actually look like biscuits or cookies. So whether they are or not, I'm not 100% sure. But that comes as a kit with the fabric and all the pre-sorted floss. Craft Co it's a Kiwi Christmas, and it's by Madeline Finlay, a counted cross-stitch stocking, which is a couple of Kiwis, and I thought this is lovely for New Zealand. It'd be really cool to stitch for one of my grandkids. They do have other designs, which are all like obviously Kiwi related. Santa Claus sitting on a beach with a couple of pakekos, and Santa Claus again on the beach just here having fun on Christmas Day. And the last one is a typical Kiwi camping site which shows that it's got like the little batch and kids playing around. So, okay. Now a dimensions kit which is called Aurora Cabin. This is beautiful. It's the gold collection, and it's got all the aurora lights in the sky. Just the lights reflecting off the cabin onto the water, and yeah, that's just beautiful. And that comes obviously as a full kit. Monasterium design called Willie's Quaker Band, and this is just a long thin Quaker with the alphabet and some Quaker designs down there. Glendon Place, designed by Cheryl Grande. It's called Snowman All Around. Who doesn't love a Glendon Place design? These are beautiful. Craftco Historic Christchurch by Lynn Manning. This is the Cathedral of the Blessed Sacrament. So it's of one of the Christchurch churches down there. That comes obviously fully kitted. Another Craftco design, Christmas Heart Set 1. Now there's obviously another, there's other sets in this as well, but it comes with the linen, which I don't stitch on, so this will be an interesting one. It's got 3 designs, a kiwi, a deer, and some what looks like cardinals, but little cute little birds. So that'll be cool for Christmas designs. Alice in Wonderland, which is the Sir John Tenniel's illustration of Alice and a Cheshire Cat from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and it's by Arenco Originals. It's quite cute. Dalmatians is another thing I like to stitch, and I haven't stitched one. I've started one, but I haven't stitched a whole one. But I have lots in my stash. So this is a penna design, and it's just, I couldn't even tell you what the name of it is because it's all in Russian by the looks of it, but it's 2 Dalmatians just next to each other. I love how they've got their paw over each other's there. That's really cute. Another penna design, which is a tiger, a white tiger. That comes with the black Ada and the floss. Now this kit, I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it would have been in the hundreds. $140 something I believe it cost me to get it here, including postage. And it is the Deerland. Oops. If you can see that without too much glare, sorry. But it's actually where the antler is full of like a little town. Now this did come from Russia, and I believe it's on 16 count Ada. It's got 32 colours, and I thought that it actually showed you how, oh there you go, 74 by 30 centimetres, so it's not very tall, but it is very long, so that's going to be gorgeous to stitch. I'm not even going to pronounce this lady's last name, but her first name's Natasha, and this is just a sampler with a peacock on it. Thought that was a little bit quirky. And then she's also got one here called Around Rabbits, another quirky one. They all come with the kit and the floss. Craftco Villa by the Sea. This is by Madeleine Finlay again. Finlay. Comes as a kit, and it's just a Kiwi villa. Christmas at the Villa by the same lady. It's really cute. Comes as a kit there. And a Pakeko family. I thought this was same lady again, designer. This is actually quite cute. So just the 3 little Pakekos. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but I could be wrong. I certainly don't have the proper lingo or the proper pronunciation of how Kiwis pronounce their words, but to me it's a Pakeko. Next I have some Royalist kits. Now this is King of the Heap, which is a height chart, I believe. Yes, it is. And then we've got Favourite Tales. The Owl Family. These all come kitted up with the pre-sorted threads. Lotus Field Fisher. It's gorgeous. I love the colours of these. Green and pink together to me it's just amazing. And as you can see, green and pink nails. And also the Lotus Field Pagoda on the Water, which will be beautiful as well. Look at those colours. Yum. Okay. A gold collection petite from Dimensions. This is Christmas Morning Pets. Nice little puppy dog with a cat and a Santa hat. Oops. 2 more petites is Splendor at Night. Sorry, the reflection's really bad. And this is gorgeous. Ugly Duckling. I love frogs, and it's got a frog on there with some chickens, so or some ducklings. It's really cute. Christmas Charmers. This is Teddy Bear Santa, and it's just a small little Christmas stocking. This doesn't actually look very big. Finished design size is 1.5 inches by 5.5, so it's very small, and it's on some even weave, so possibly 1/1, but that's really cute. And it does come with the teddy bear charm. Gosh, it's hard to get it to see. Designs for the needle. This is called Nature's Window, and it's of some zebras, which is really cool. Elephants, Midnight Elephants. Oh, this is a bit hard to see, so I'll just quickly see if I can pop it out. Double bagged. I've obviously purchased this from a stash unload site, so it's got it looks like it's a full kit because it's got all the floss that hasn't even been wound onto the thing yet. So it's 2 elephant designs. Midnight Elephants. Okay. Now the next one has got a bit of a funny story to it. My girlfriend Tracy from up north of where I live, we've been friends for quite some time now, and she had come across had purchased like an estate group of patterns or cross stitch supplies, or it was just from a like a fete or something like that, a market. And one of the things that she purchased was a pattern with these royal It's called From Royal Paris, and it's called Les Elephants. I absolutely love it. It's from Inca. This is amazing. So I asked her if she wanted to sell it, that I would be interested in purchasing it from her. So we done a trade, and she sent this in May of 2023. Now, I know that New Zealand Post and postage around the world is actually sometimes slow, but this arrived on Friday, the 2nd of February 2024. So this has been in transit for the last 7 months. We had just written it off that it had been lost and we weren't ever going to find it again. But 8 months, possibly, close to 8 months. So I'm so glad that it's actually arrived, and I'll be able to hopefully get that into my rotation. I'd love to get this in my rotation next year, but who knows, it could be this year or the year after. But it's beautiful. Another elephant one, which is called Elephant Baby, and it is from Vivacco. I can never ever pronounce that name properly, but you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's just a mother elephant with a little baby just here. That is the kit with the floss and the fabric. A Teddy growth chart. Now, when I started getting right back into stitching many years ago, this was a very popular sourced pattern, is to get teddies, and it was mainly if you really like to do backstitch, because there's loads and loads of backstitch on here. But I found this one in a stash, a D-stash, and it is a birth chart, which is just, it's got the teddy and the 1, 2, 3 teddies, so 2 climbing up the stairs just here, and 1 just at the top with balloons. So another growth chart, and it comes obviously with all the floss and the fabric. So I don't know whether this is really brittle, so it's been around for quite some time, but everything inside is all still got, whoops, that just broke. Everything inside has all still got its plastic around it and things like that, so it's still very much in the right order. Now this is an owl forest embroidery. God, I haven't got my words right today. And it is the frog, I don't even know the name of it because it's all in Russian, but it is the frog design. Now I purchased this as a kit, the first kit that I'd actually purchased from them, and it's called Princess Frogs, and I love it. It's just, it's so cute. Comes in that, obviously, that little box. You get a nice little brochure about our forest embroidery. Comes with a couple of little needle minders and a needle. The fabric, which is linen, so that won't be possibly being used by me. I'll find something else possibly. But also some bobbins and all the floss that's required. So I may even brave it out and try to use the linen, because I think it looks really cool on the linen. And it was purchased for a kit for a reason, because I didn't want to have to find a different floss, a different fabric. So that's from Our Forest Embroidery. Santa's Closet. This is a Mill Hills bead kit, little bead kit, and it's of little stockings. 2 little ones, obviously fully kitted, and just another ornament as well. This is called Santa's Hat, and this one's Santa's Stockings. So they're quite cute. Dimensions kit, which is the footprints. I had completed a footprints design many years ago, and I was going to give it to my mum, when I'd finished it. Well, I'd finished all the writing, but I just never had it framed, and unfortunately she passed away before I could gift it to her. But it was one of her favourite poems that she used to actually always read. So I'm now going to frame that myself and have it in memory of her. So this is just a smaller version of it and just a small portion of the writing. So it says, "He spoke, 'My precious child, I love you and would never leave you. When you saw only one set of footprints, that was when I carried you.'" So it's called He Spoke. And the other one is Frog Parking Only. Frog Parking. It's quite cute. Two little kits which are from Craft Co again, which is the Combi Christmas and a Caravan Christmas. Now I believe Craft Co is a New Zealand company, which is where we get all of our, I could be wrong there, but which is where we get all of our supplies from. DMC distributes from Craft Co to our suppliers within New Zealand, and we purchase our DMC either through the likes of Lynn Craft, Spotlight, or the personal small businesses that have it. So DMC, it's quite expensive here, as probably other New Zealand floss tubers have mentioned, and you can pay anywhere up to $2.20, $2.40 for a skein. You can't buy DMC from the US and have it shipped in, like from 123 Stitch where it's cheaper. You can't do that, so you have to actually either pay the price or know someone that's obviously from the States to be able to purchase it for you and then ship it across. But either way, it's very expensive here in New Zealand. So this is a tiger, it's called Tigress, which is a mother tiger with a little cub. And this is from someone that I can't even pronounce for you. See if I can try to get a close, clear picture there. It is in Russian, so it's purchased from stitch-shop.ru. So it is a Russian kit, and this is the label that was actually on it. And this is the Art of Embroidery. It's Maya, or Maya, it might be, and it's called Siberian Study. So a full kit comes in like which feels like a briefcase, and it's got, see if I can open it, and it's got all of it comes very well presented. It's got all the floss and everything like that hidden in this little plastic case here, so which is like a little bit like a book. Yeah, so very well presented. A little bit daunting actually, seeing something so big to be able to stitch, but never mind. Now the next thing, now sometimes when I purchase things by PDF, I print them and I put them into folders which are on my shelf just behind here, because I've got loads of them. And I will do I will actually save these and do them in my, because I'm going to do a flip through of all my PDF patterns as well, from those folders. So my Heaven and Earth Designs and Carolyn Manning. Now these are two files filled with Carolyn Manning, so I will pop those aside and do them with the other PDF copies. So I'm just going to pause for a second, and I'll grab the next box. So 40 minutes in, and that's one box done, and I think I have about 9 boxes. So I will just pause it for a second. I'll be right back. I'm back with the next box. Okay, so just carrying straight on, these are bothy threads, and for those that know bothy threads, they used to come in a plastic cellophane packet, and now they come in boxes. So the cellophane packets were actually better to store, but these boxes do keep it all nice and neat, and they do look very appealing when you see them. So these are this is artwork from Lucy Pittaway, and this one's called Road Trip. I love these sheep designs that she does, really cute. The next one is Double Trouble. And On Top of the World. A Cheeky Escape. And a different design, still through Bossy Threads, but by Sally King, which is the Siren, and it's one of her shoe designs. Okay. So this has got, sorry, it's still got a price sitting across the top, but it's just some lavender, and it's just a bookmark kit. Something I picked up. A Riolas kit, which is called Our Dreams. And it comes with the Flosstube kit. The Four Seasons Stitching Club. These are Elizabeth's designs, and I like to have the whole range of it. Like if we've got the seasons or the months and things like that, I like to actually collect the whole lot. Even if some of them I don't really want to stitch, I still do purchase all of them. So these have actually already been stitched. These are just the remainder threads and the pattern. So this is spring, autumn, winter. Sorry, that one's covered because the threads are in front. And summer. This one is a Vivaco. Is that how you say it? Vivaco. That's how I'm going to say it. And it's a, I don't even know what it's called, because flower field with poppies. Just a nice field of flowers, and it comes as the kit. This was priced originally at $63, so I don't know whether this was purchased here originally in New Zealand and then was reduced down to $47. This was given to me by a friend, but $63 for a kit. Our hobby is so expensive. Yeah, it just blows me away sometimes. So Blue Ribbon Designs. Previously I showed you the summer and winter. This is the autumn sampler with where you can do it as pillows or as a whole. So these are all the ones that I need to try to match up when I do my inventory, so I know exactly what I've got and what I'm missing. Rosewood Manor. This is Weeping Willow Welcome. Lots and lots of red up the top there. That will be lots of stitching. Good Foundations. Who doesn't like a nice house to stitch? And I love this love heart just here at the top of the roof. It's really cute. And it says, Lord, send your blessings from above to this house built on faith, hope, charity and love. And then it's got all different appreciation, balance, compassion, diligence, endurance, friendship, grace, happiness, identity, joy, kindness, laughter, music, non-violence, openness, peace, quiet, resolve, spirit, truth, unselfishness, virtue, wonder, validation, youthful, and zeal. So the alphabet written with all nice words right around the outside, which is beautiful. This is Rosewood Manor Sampler. The Prairie School Hocus Pocus. The Prairie Schooler All Hallows Eve. Blue Ribbon Designs Halloween Wishes. So 6 little pillows. Blue Ribbon Designs Pumpkins and Poltergeists. This one says, on All Hallows Eve, the walls will talk, the ghosts will rise, the spirits will stalk. The ground will shake, the skies will open, the sun will shine, once death hath spoken. And it says something in the year 2007. So I'm not too sure what that is, but it's a bit washed out on the chart. So, Crimson Cardinal. This is by Tempting Tangles Designs, Deborah Dirk. Beautiful design. And also by Deborah, Red Finch's Winter Song. Another one. And that one says, silvery dusk and blushing dawn, the red finch sings his winter song. These are part of the Alma Lynn designs. Sorry about that. I had to close the door and bring the dogs in because the neighbour's daughter's here and the dogs don't like her, so they were barking lots. Straight into the patterns again. Alma Lynn designs. Bunny Collector. I love the idea of having the extra piece down the bottom here and having the collector written across. And I do have a few of these. They're not all together, unfortunately, but this is the Angel Collector. So my husband's clever enough that he could make me some frames to go around once I stitch these in 2155, whichever year that I eventually get to them or someone gets to them. This is Cross Stitch Cats. It's got quite a few designs on here, those 4, and then quite a few on the back. This is See What You'll Be Missing. It's got a couple of dolphins designs. Hobby Horses and Quilts. Oops. Just some little rocking horses. They're quite cute. Dale Burdette. This is Lovable Friends 2x2. So all designs that have actually got 2 of the animals in the one. I love those little terriers. Ladybug Cottage by Elizabeth Designs. I like the stitches that are actually on this ceiling to give it like a tiled roof with variegated threads. That's really cool. A Leisure Arts Tender Treasures. This has got some floral, just some floral pieces. This is quite an old pattern. 1985. I was 14 years old. Hardinger Heart. Now I've never done Hardinger before and I will hopefully learn it one day, but that's just some love hearts that they've got with Hardinger. All different kinds of designs. Sorry, just trying to get it to focus. These are border designs that you can pop on towels or napkins or something. Some of these are really old and probably not something that I would stitch anymore, but they're in my stash, so I'm going to show you. More powder room and pastels. So I probably should have showed you the one that's got powder room and pastels first, which is this one, just for towels, and then this one is the more one, so just 2 different designs. Borderlines for the bath, so hand towels or bath towels, Gosh, I must have liked those at some stage. Changes, tastes have changed. Victorian Elegance, Canterbury Designs, just some love hearts and, oops, sorry, different kinds of there. Another bath collection. A DMC collection number 2, which is called Hardanger. It's got a nice table runner. A DMC collection, which is Mosaic Blue. Cross stitch design for towels. More French towels. Oops. This is, I'm not sure even why I've got this one. Down Under Designs, called, from the series English Classics, The Many Strands of York's Proud History, which is just this block of houses. Same design, this one is Lakeland Scenes. I think I was actually gifted these rather than me purchasing them, because they're not my style. Told in a Garden. This one is Home of a Quilter. It's quite a cute little design. All breed dogs, so lots and lots of different dogs that you can do, and all little ones there. The Heritage Collection, Thomas Hardy's Birthplace. Nice English garden. Floral monograms, so if you're into floral monograms with the alphabet, maybe nice for some cards or something like that. Sounds like it's actually started raining outside. Threadbare companions, so we've got Millie and Jenny. Seagull and Pelican. There's something about these kind of animals that I see the design, and because it's got a little bit of landscape in the background and then the actual birds, I do actually like them. But obviously not enough that I've got them in my whip stash at the moment. Babies Won't Keep, a very old one, which has actually just got a birth record, and you can just do all the little icons on their own, or the motifs on their own. The Old West by Mary Bartler Wilson. So this has got the nice little western town here that you can do it all together, or you can do them separate. It's also got some guns in the back. Now I don't know whether all those designs are in here. I believe that they possibly will be, and it looks like they are. Yep, they are. Dimensions Scenic Farm. Now I've seen this on someone's Flosstube the other day as well. It's quite a different style. This reminds me of country and western as well, or a Wild West sort of thing. And To Have and to Hold Wedding Record. I love this. Just the design, how it's got all the lilies and stuff there. To Have and to Hold From This Day Forward. It's beautiful. A counter cross stitch kit. This is the Rose Alphabet. Something that I probably will never ever stitch. Design Works. This was actually purchased for a friend that likes blue and white designs. but that may not be ever passed on for other reasons. I Love Antiques. It's a full kit. Counter cross stitch. This is just some rainbow dolphins, which has got the pre-sorted threads and the Ada. Semco's design, Graham Clifford the Tap Dancer. It's got a kookaburra. I wish there were many, many more hours in the day that we could spend stitching and get lots of these projects done. Something Wicked, which is by Turquoise Graphics and Design. Blue Ribbon Designs. This is Through the Trees. So it's got a very similar verse like on the other one, but a different design around it. Hollyhocks, another one that started out at $63, which I would never have paid for, so this was also gifted to me. Seasons in Time. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. It's quite cute. That's by Elizabeth's Designs. Rosewood Manor Nostalgia number 4. Not too sure why we would put just, I think that's obviously Karen's. Oh no. There might be other ones that have got the previous alphabet to it as well, because I thought it might have been Karen's initials, but yeah, but it's not. ixstitch.com. This is Happy Halloween, or Happy Hallow Eve, and it's just a bit of a animated sort of Halloween design. Glendon Place Midnight on Snowman Hill. So it's just a hill with all the little snowmen sitting on it, and it comes with the stars here, the buttons. Spooky Halloween. It's got a design that's actually on a bag, but I would never stitch it on a bag. Elizabeth's Needlework Designs, Be at Peace. Listen to the heart of nature, be at peace with all the things. Nice little saying. Elizabeth's Garden, Nighttime in Old Town. Rosewood Manor, Good Night. Sleep sweet within this room, who thou art, and let not dreams of yesterday disturb but thy heart, nor let tomorrow with its fear of coming ill. Thy Maker is thy changeless friend, this love surrounds thee still. The stars are watching overhead, put out each earth-born light. Sleep sweet, good night. Just a nice little verse. Considering it's a Rosewood Manor design, as much as it looks like it's an easy design, it possibly will be a time-consuming one. And then an as ye sow. So this is a as ye sow, so shall you reap. It's got an alphabet. All the flowers of tomorrow are in the seeds of today. I wrought by Karen Kluber in the year 2000. That's when it was designed. Hard to see on with those colours, but yeah. This is just a Genlin series 1 wildlife series, and it's just the tiger. Cool one, just a kit there. Another tiger that is from Lanate, or Lanat, depending on how you say it. Now this has actually got the fabric. I don't believe it's got the floss in there, but it does have, oh yes it does, in the middle. But it's only the leftovers, so this was just a, I think this was just a bought on a D-stash. So these are the seasons from Genlin, which I believe Jen from the Caffeinated Crafter or Caffeinated Stitcher is actually doing. She's already started, so these are lovely kits, but they all come fully kitted, but I haven't started. This is summer and spring. Gosh, sorry, the reflection's terrible because of the light. It's getting a bit dark. Autumn and winter. It does actually upset me that winter has obviously got Santa Claus in there, but winter, that's not our winter, so it's a pity that we can't sort of change it, but never mind, it's the way it goes. They have actually been from 2006. I've had them for quite a long time, but the designs are from 2006. This is just a little Mill Hill kit, another ornament of Santa Claus, which is called Kris Kringle. There's a St. Nick stocking, and it's on the perforated paper, I believe. I must try one of those one day. And this is Grandma's Goodies, just a little magnet to put on the fridge. It comes with the little pink frame. It's really cute. These are Krynic ornaments. This is a Mill Hill ornament. Just one of Santa Claus. This one is of a gingerbread man. Now this was a part of a series, but they were very old, so I haven't actually got the whole lot, which is quite a shock. And this is just the Krynic collections, which is the Christmas ones. All the different Christmas coloured Krynic. Okay, whoops, throwing things around here. Straight into the next box. These are from Priscilla, and they are the kit. It comes with all the stash and the floss and the fabric. This is Sassy. Spoiled Rotten. These are great little kits, I think, for like a little girl that wants to learn how to stitch once you sort of get a little bit older, not as a young girl, but yeah. So Girl Talk. Best Friend Forever. And Hottie. So 5 little kits that I purchased off a D-stash. They're quite cute. Okay, so sorry, there's going to be some zippers now because I've got them in these plastic folders. And there's extra things here because I've photocopied the original pattern and done my laminated copy for my project bag. So this is Dreaming of Autumn Leaves by Rosewood Manor. Dreaming of Carnations. These are the ones that I've just purchased in late December. Dreaming of Violets. So they'll go along with the rest of the series that I've got for the Dreaming series. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay. This is a Country Threads kit, which is green frogs. Just a fuller kit, pre-sorted floss and fabric. Country Threads black swans. A bit of a jamble with what do you call it? It's not a jamble. Jumble. It's a bit of a jumble mess in here with the floss. They just seem to be shoved in there, so I'm thinking I bought that as a de-stash and it's been pulled out and then put back in. Country Threads Wash Day Kelpies. It's really cute. Craft Co, a Cherry Parker design, so a New Zealand designer. Pukeko Parade. It's really cute. That matches along with the other one that I showed before. Now, one of my whips that I'm currently doing that you would have seen on one of my floss tubes is the Paris one. This is another one of those designs, and this is, whoops, it's falling out. This one's Sydney. So being from Sydney, this will possibly be the next one that I do. I only chose Paris because a friend of mine had one as well, so we were doing it together. Or I had 2 copies and she purchased the other one, and we decided to do it together. And I can hear you all saying, Judy having 2 copies, what a surprise. But yes, I did have 2 copies. Another one in that range, which is New York. It's really cool. Oops. Rome. And the last one of those ones that I've got is the 5th one, which is London. These are bigger than you expect. Hence the reason why it's taken me longer to finish it than what I thought. But a couple of stamped kits. I did see these on many years ago. And when I found them, I don't know whether they are a legit kit or what they are, but I've had them for, I don't know, since I've come to New Zealand, so 18 years. And I purchased them, got all excited that I'd found it, and then realised it was on a stamped kit. So I hadn't done a stamped kit before, but I love the design, so I just sort of sucked it up and thought, okay, I'll just give it a go. I haven't started it yet, but... So this is called Elegant Fashion Lady, that's called. And this one's called Beautiful Butterfly Madam. So I don't know what they're going to be like once I get inside, but I will find out when I get there. Now this video is at an hour and 9 minutes, so when we maybe get to an hour 30 I will stop and I will start a new video ready for another upload. Now this is Peacock Butterflies. This is from AJISAI Press, it's called. The same place that I got my my Ladybird blackwork one from, so same place. And that is that one. Now I do have some floss already chosen for that. Whether that's what I'm going to use or not is another story. and all the floss that's already been chosen. So it'll be obviously the called for DMC that I've put on there. Another one of her designs, which is the Adonis Blue butterflies. Now these are obviously these are PDF copies that I've purchased, and I've just printed them on A3 to make the pattern, to make it bigger, that if I use the paper copy, if it doesn't go into Pattern Keeper, which it may not. So that's the blue one. And again, it's got fabric and floss ready to go. Big plans that I was going to actually start all these at the same time, and they become fake plans real quick. So this is swallowtail butterflies, which is the yellow ones, and the fabric and floss is ready for those as well. Probably when I go through these again, I will take out all the floss, because I'm trying to set up a master floss set on the floss drops, so I don't need to worry about having to have them in the kits. So this is an Autumn Lane Stitchery, which is Spring Blossoms. Hopefully they'll bring out the other seasons for these as well. They haven't been released yet, but I believe that they possibly have been already designed. Aaron's designed them, but he just hasn't actually released them or charted them up. So I'm sure they'll be along at some stage. Another Autumn Lane. These are all PDFs that I've purchased, but they're just printed, so while they're in this box I'll just show you. This is the Horrid Old Hag. Whoops. I love how he has when he does the colouring, you can actually see this, and it is definitely like 3D once you actually see it on the fabric. So Craftco A Hoot of Owls. Gold Collection Dimensions Kit, A Row of Love. It's just the pattern only. Not too sure how hard it is to kit up the floss for those, because I don't know whether it's actually anchor or something else, but I'll work that out when I get there. This is Fall Fairy, which the colours in this are amazing. This was just purchased as a pattern, it wasn't purchased as a kit. So I just got the cardboard and obviously the pattern, so I need to kit that one up. Country Threads Lest We Forget. I'd like to actually stitch this one up and then donate it to the local Workmen's Club, where they have all the soldiers' badges and things like that up on the wall. So this would be cool for Anzac Day. Not this Anzac Day, but maybe an Anzac Day in the future. Design Works. This is, oops, grab that piece of paper out of there with whatever that says on it. This is Animal ABC by Krista Hemrick. It's beautiful. Happily Ever After. I've actually seen this stitch and it's absolutely gorgeous, so I needed to buy that. It's loads and loads of back stitch, so I'm not too sure I'm going to like the back stitch, but it obviously makes the design, which is beautiful. Another Russian kit, which is just a Dalmatian head. Home is Where the Heart Is, which is from Celebration Collection, cross stitch, or my cross stitch it may be. Nice colours and stuff on there. This is another one from Ajiza or .net or whatever, however you pronounce it. Or is it? Maybe not. This is actually from Anna Smith, and I don't believe there is a pattern, a cover for that one, so I won't worry about those two. They do have the fabric and the floss already ready there. Looks like birds and butterflies. Can't be too exciting if it doesn't have a cover. All our yesterdays, this is just, I don't know the name of the pattern, it's possibly on the inside. Just a little boy watching the ships with his dog. Forever Friends and Anchor Counter Cross Stitch Cord Snowy Days. It's just a full kit. A DMC Pre-Sorted Threads by Leslie Suzanne Davies. It's a growth chart and it's just all the Australian animals. So possums and cockatoos. That's really cute. And another one of the footprints design. So I had my design where it was straight across the page, and I think I've shown it before in one of my videos. It's a finish, not a fully finished, but it is a finish of the cross stitch. And this is the same verse, but is actually in the one where it's got a cross. So I really love this, how it's actually got the design either side of the cross. So I'm going to possibly stitch this as well in the future, and I'd like to have that to leave maybe for someone special once I've gone. And the last one that's in this box is Oh Dear, which is from Stitch Quarterly. It's So Emma, ITSSEWEMMA.com. Now this was, I think, part of from Fat Quarter Shop. Maybe I purchased it, I can't remember. But it's the full kit. It comes with little plastic floss drops, the floss, the fabric, and obviously the chart of that little deer. And it did, I believe, come in a little nylon bag, which I'm not too sure whether I have handy here to show you, but yeah, it come in as all in a kit with a project bag. So okay, we're at 1 hour and 18 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to put some of that stuff away and then grab a couple more boxes ready for the next video. So this is my stash dive number 1, and I look forward to seeing you again for stash dive number 2 very shortly.